why meditation exists, right? We really can control a lot of things in our lives. And I believe wholeheartedly that we will be able to fix, not necessarily cure, but we will be able to fix some of these broken pieces of our traumas and things that have happened to try to weave together a more beautiful blanket that we can snug in than the one that we are. Because right now I feel like I've got like a barbed wire coat on and it sucks, man. I mean, my goal by the end of this VIP journey is that I am a doctor because I damn well should be, which leads me to doctors, by the way. And I'm not alone in this feeling in the pain community. You know, when you just going to doctors and doctors and doctors over and over and over again. And it's not a blanket statement. There are many doctors out there doing incredible things for their patients. I just happen to not be one of those. And I also know I'm a PETA, which is my nickname from my dad, pain in the ass. So thank you. It fits very well for what this is. CRPS is a PETA. It is a pain in the ass. At this point, my doctors that I've seen, and I've seen them in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, and I've done research all over the place. I've been to Utah, too many places, too much money going out. But at this point, most of my doctors have said like, well, Godspeed. We can't do much for you. If A, B, C, and X, Y, Z didn't work, then you can't do anything about it. Sorry, bye. Or here's another pill. Why don't you try this? So I've given up on most doctors, which is another reason why I'm here to play this game with you, because I want to find healers. I don't want to find any more pill pushers and invasive practitioners. I'm done with that. Stop cutting me open. Stop shoving stuff into my spine and stop sending me into opioid paranoia 3-day blackouts. All right. Knock it off. I'm done with it. Sick of it. Because you haven't done anything for me but caused me more pain and more health problems. I mean, I've tried every pill on the planet outside of opiates. I mean, I've had a couple just after a surgery, but I have done stem cell injections and stem cell IV. I was in IV therapy multiple times a week for years. I've had physical therapy, biofeedback, acupuncture, massage, and just recently started going down the road of microdosing, which is a whole nother topic that I want to talk about on this show. I had a spinal cord stimulator implanted in my spine, and I shortly thereafter had to have it removed almost immediately because I was losing the use of my arms. Super awesome. And my pain was so much higher. It was intense. I even had my breast implants removed. I was taking out everything out of my body that was foreign, essentially. Especially with the breast implants, after hearing gobs of stories of women damn near dying from them, I opted for removal just even for that basis. But every surgery that somebody with CRPS has is, what are they doing? They're cutting into your nerves. Well, this is a central nervous system issue for me. So if we're continuously going into surgeries, and I've had a ton of surgeries over my life, so maybe all of those are contributing factors to this. You know, who knows? I dropped 60 pounds. My weight loss was so rapid. I was down to 103 pounds at one point. And that was about 2.5 years ago. And now I'm up about 10-ish, 15-ish pounds. It kind of depends on the week. I mean, my appetite sucks. It's really only available when a taco is in town. So, I mean, nutrition is a huge part of this as well. I don't really love to eat. I've never been a foodie. I don't really care about food. I don't necessarily care about going out to dinner. Outside, I know I'm supposed to put something in my mouth and it's supposed to go into my stomach and it's supposed to give me nutrients. I would love if I could just take a pill and it would give me everything I need and I don't have to eat. It would be like fantastic. So in the midst of all of this, since CRPS has now gone into my guts, food is even more of a challenge. And so without me even knowing it, I've created this cute little eating disorder without even trying. Like challenge number 324, Lyndsay. And so now I'm dealing with that. So the bottom line is we have to be our own advocates, right? Most of the doctors that I've seen either underestimate the level of pain that I'm in because this stellar personality takes the helm every day. I mean, clearly I'm a real smartass. I'm extremely depraved. It's my hot mess way of handling the shitty thing that's happened in my life here. All right. So my depravity will come out on the show. If it makes you a little uncomfortable, get over it and just love me anyway. It's certainly better than me being a zombie or having like full personality shifts or blacking out from some pill cocktail that some hootenanny doctor gave me in, Los Angeles. And I have a scary story that I'm going to share also, which it's not going to be on this episode, but it will be in another episode in relation to the pill cocktail and how my sweetie saved me. So you got to listen, people. Anyway, so as we know, I'm anti-opiates. I'm a bite on the stick kind of chick. And I have to choose every day, every hour, and every minute. I have to make a cognitive decision to show up, Lyndsay, and play this pain game. And if I don't say so myself, I am a pretty good game player and not in the negative, way. I'm not a game player, but I play this pain game. Most days I win. Some days I really, truly suck. And it's important for me to focus on those wins. But some days, man, it's CRPS wins and it fucks with my noodle and it royally affects my sweetie and my parents and my best friend, all four of them standing close by my side. And I don't know what I would do without them. And I know it's hard. So thank you for being there for me and with me. I seriously thank you. And it's not just these four people that hold me up. I have such a beautiful circle of loyal and loving and amazing, fun and fabulous friends that only lift me up. I've gotten rid of takers. I've gotten rid of people that are just big meanies. Done with them. I've been on this big boundary journey where I'm like, nope. I learned how to say the word no, which is incredibly empowering, by the way. But I don't want this to be like an Academy Award winning speech, like thanking everybody like Julia Roberts or Halle Berry at the Academy Awards. But I will say this, when it comes to like faking it through my pain, Meryl Streep ain't got shit on my performance. I would love to have dinner with Meryl Streep though. So, call me. All right. So getting through my days, the alarm goes off in the morning. I'm pretty disciplined. I've been running my business for 23 years and it usually takes me about an hour or so to be able to kind of like move my legs and make that cognitive decision. Lyndsay, you're going to get your feet on the floor and you are going to walk through this life as best as you can. I can't walk barefoot or without shoes. That's out. I'm super jealous of people that can like walk on a sandy beach. Bite me. But this is where that decision has to be made, right? Every morning. Okay, Linz, here we go. Another day of pain to get through. Woo, party. And most of the time I do. It's rare to find me sucking my thumb in bed all day feeling sorry for myself. I do have those days, but we all do. I can't have everything be about pain. One of the things I say is I have CRPS. I am not CRPS. It's a completely different way to view any kind of disease or sickness from my perspective. But when it comes to my least favorite part of the day, yeah, that's bedtime. So I basically try everything I can to kind of just stay awake until I like pass out from utter pain and exhaustion or from eating, one extra gummy. Because every night when I get into bed, I kind of have to like start a whole new day all over. It's almost like every one of my days is 48 hours. Isn't that fun? Not really. I mean, daytime's a completely different animal, right? Because when you're living in debilitating pain during the day, at least I'm distracted by work and dogs and family and friends and my sweetie and blah, blah, blah. But at night, my VIP pain journey begins all over again. And every night is riddled with getting up and down to get ice booties from a freezer that I have in my closet because it is too far in the middle of the night to get to the kitchen. I mean, some days I crawl because I can't walk. Between rubs and creams and sprays and spritzes and THC and CBD and, eye masks and pillow sprays and meditation. I mean, it is like a full shutdown procedure. My dad coined that many, many years ago with my insomnia. But I'm like almost never shut down. My body is always in fight or flight. And so I don't ever really get into like a good REM healthy sleep, which by the way is completely necessary for our bodies to heal. So if I'm not sleeping, how am I going to heal? I'm not ever going to get better. I mean, I used to be incredibly active, hiking and biking and skiing and bodyboarding and yoga and dancing and more. And now I can barely walk my ass to the mailbox and back. And my personality type is not one to sit around and do nothing about it. I'm exhausted. and I'm tired of being exhausted. You know, I want to take my toys out of this shitty sandbox and bring them to another really fun one because this pain game sandbox blows. I mean, I find myself obsessed with looking at other people's legs and feet, which is super weird. And it almost sounds kind of creepy when I say it out loud. Whether it's like in a movie or TV show, or I'm thumbing through a magazine or a catalog, I'm driving down the road and someone's like running down the sidewalk. I am jealous. And for anybody that's listening right now that sits around, is perfectly healthy, walks with no pain, has no physical problems, healthy as a clam, you know, doing a good job, and you're sitting around eating like crap and not taking care of your body and not going and doing things and living, fuck you. Sorry to be harsh. Mom, I know you don't love the F word, but you know I love it. And I've dropped like 75 of them from this episode. But seriously, fuck you. Get up. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what has been given to you, whatever your belief system may be. You have been given this body, and I have been given this body, and I'm still going to use it, damn it, even though it's just a little different than what I had planned. But I've accepted all of this. It was not easy. I've come to this place of true and honest acceptance. So with that, we got me new wheels. And by new wheels, we got me a manual wheelchair. Like the badass bitch kind, like that I can move and dance and groove in. And this isn't a full-time situation where I'm sitting in a chair all day. I'm sitting in it right now though. And I'm practicing in it so that I know how to use it, so that like I can start saying yes to things that I would normally say no to. You know, chronic pain people say no to a lot of things because it's so sad that we can't go to a concert and stand for 5 hours. We can't. I can't do it. It's not possible. How can I travel through Italy and go through 6-hour walking tours? I cannot do this. But this summer, I'm going to be rolling through Italy like a badass in my new wheels. And I am proud of them. I've earned them. As sad as that may sound. I am tired of avoiding, and I am tired of feeling so alone in this. Even though I know I'm not alone because I've got such an incredible support group behind me, I'm still alone with this disease for my 48 hours a day because I'm still alone in it to a certain extent, you know? So here I am. I'm ready to play a new kind of pain game, one that's not riddled with avoidance, right? One that is riddled with acceptance. And acceptance is an incredibly powerful word. And me coming to that point in my life has not been short. It has not been for a lack of tears. It has not been for a lack of vulnerability. It has not been for a lack of losing people in my life. Some intentionally and some not intentionally. Some I've had to say, peace, you're not healthy for me anymore. You're toxic. And other people have said, you know what, I just can't handle the CRPS thing. And that's fine. You are forgiven, you know, or whatever. Like you live, you learn, you know, friendships come and go. It is what it is. But the ones that stick by your side are really your true keepers, you know, and I love you. So here I am accepting, and I am so proud of where I am right now. And that I finally got to be able to do my first episode of my podcast. And we've got an incredible lineup coming out for you guys. So please enjoy this exclusive invite to share this VIP journey with me. All right. I'd love to get to the heart of how to heal with you by my side. That's kind of my line for this show. How to get to the heart of how to heal with you by my side. Because we can't live in this world alone. We can't not lean on others. We can't do this alone. So I guess the only way out is through. Please follow the Pain Game Podcast wherever you digest your podcast content. We'll be there. Visit us at thepaingamepodcast.com and follow us on all the socials. Thank you for sharing this time with me, my little VIPs. Catch you on the other side.